Today, guys, we're going to talk about exercise hacks and ways to maximize your success the easiest way possible. The first thing we're going to talk about is shopping on your own. There are a lot of stores out there that will do the shopping for you, deliver it straight to your door. Unfortunately, by doing that, it does save you time, but it does not save you calories, it does not save you steps. By going up and down the aisles of a grocery store, you can actually take a lot of steps, burn a lot of extra calories, plus you get to pick and choose which foods go in your basket by the nutritional value. Speaking of grocery stores, stay on the outside of each grocery store. This is where all your fresh produce, vegetables, poultry, and meats are. These things are mostly good for you, and they stay away from a lot of sodium and preservatives like the inner aisles do. I tell people, if it has a shelf life of longer than 10 days, you probably shouldn't be putting it in your mouth. Next, break up your workouts. Rather than working out for 60 minutes continuously every single day, which would get tiresome and monotonous to most people, let's break your workouts up throughout the day. 20 minutes 3 times a day, maybe 10 minutes 5 times a day. And if you're just starting out, let's start with 5-minute workouts 5 times a day. Anybody can spare 5 minutes before breakfast, 5 minutes before work, during lunch, after work, and right before bed, right? Exactly. Drink your water first. Whenever you sit down for a meal, drink a glass of water before you eat anything. What this will do is it will fill you up faster and it will cut your calories from eating that meal. Not to mention, it keeps you hydrated. Speaking of eating, let's rotate our plate correctly. So if you drink a glass of water before each meal, you start with the most nutritional thing on your plate, the thing that you know is best for you. I'll give you an example. Let's have a steak, baked potato, green beans, salad on one plate. Let's start with our salad, then let's go to our green beans, and then to our steak, and lastly to our high carbohydrate potato. Likely, if you drink water before you start eating, you probably will not be hungry by the time you get to the high carbohydrate potato. Don't buy junk. If you have kids, that's what everybody says. I have kids, they love it. I know they do. But it's not good for you. And it's not good for your kids. So if you buy it, you will eat it. An easy fix. Just don't buy it. If there's ice cream in the freezer and you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're craving something sweet, you've got grapes in the refrigerator. That's a pretty good choice for a midnight snack. But instead you reach for the ice cream because mentally it makes more sense. It's helping those cravings. But if you don't buy it, it won't be in your refrigerator or your freezer. Therefore, you will tend to make better choices throughout the day. One thing you need to realize about shopping. Never go shopping blindfolded. Now that doesn't mean literally having a blindfold on because that could be a little dangerous. But never go shopping without recipes. I hear it all the time. I bought all this food and it's all really, really good for me, Jason, but guess what? I don't know what to do with it. So I say, well, here's the problem. If you buy food without a recipe, you have a bunch of healthy food and you don't have a plan. So establish a plan first. Find 5 or 6 recipes that you think you and your family would enjoy. Put those things on a list and go shopping. And lastly, the last hack of the day is exercise while you wait. Regardless of what you're waiting for, exercise. If you're waiting for coffee to brew, exercise. A commercial to be finished during a television show, exercise. If you're waiting for the bus, exercise. If you're waiting for someone to respond in a text, you may, guess what? Exercise. The more you exercise throughout the day, the more calories you burn. The more weight you lose, the better you look, the better you feel. This video is all about hacks and making life easy. Stay tuned for the next one as we get you closer to your weight loss goals for absolutely nothing.